For years it was the car BMW said it would never build. The idea of a full-fat M7 felt like a contradiction. How could you possibly blend the serene, wafting comfort of a 7 Series with the hard-edged, track-honed fury of an M car? It seemed like mixing oil and water, a task too complex even for the wizards in Munich. The M760Li with its V12 got close, offering immense power, but it was more of a rapid limousine than a true M machine. It was fast, yes, but it lacked the sharpness, the aggression, and the soul that defines a product from the M division. The world of fast saloons was dominated by the AMG S-Class and the Audi S8, leaving a conspicuous gap in BMW's lineup. Enthusiasts, however, never stopped dreaming. They sketched renders, debated on forums, and yearned for a day when the flagship saloon would finally get the full M treatment. That day has finally arrived, and the result is something truly spectacular. The BMW M7 isn't just a 7 Series with a bigger engine and some sporty badges tacked on, it represents a fundamental shift in thinking at BMW. It's an engineering statement that proves luxury and extreme performance can coexist in perfect harmony. This isn't just another fast car, it's the culmination of decades of M division expertise now applied to the grandest canvas BMW has. It's designed to be the undisputed king of the Autobahn. A machine that can cosset its occupants in supreme comfort on a long journey and then, at a moment's notice, deliver the kind of performance that would worry genuine supercars. It's the car we were told was impossible, and it's here to prove everyone wrong. The arrival of the M7 is a significant moment for the brand. It completes the M lineup, placing a definitive halo model at the very top of the performance pyramid. This car answers a question that has been asked for generations. What happens when you let the M engineers have complete freedom with the best luxury platform available? The answer is a vehicle that redefines the super saloon category. It's more than just a flagship, it's a declaration of intent. BMW is showing the world that it can build a car with the presence of a Rolls-Royce and the heart of a thoroughbred racer. It's a machine built for the discerning driver who demands the absolute best of both worlds, without compromise. This car is not for everyone, and that is precisely the point. It is an exclusive, top-tier creation for a very specific type of customer. This is for the person who might have an M3 for the weekend but needs a car that can handle a board meeting and a mountain pass with equal aplomb. The M7 is a statement of success, a symbol of technological prowess, and a celebration of internal combustion at its most potent. It takes the quiet confidence of the standard 7 Series and injects it with a massive dose of adrenaline. It is, in every sense, the ultimate driving machine, scaled up to a grand, luxurious size. The legend is finally a reality, and it was well worth the wait. At the core of the BMW M7 lies an engine that is both a masterpiece of modern engineering and a nod to the great V8S of the past. Pop the bonnet, and you are greeted by the S68, a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8. This isn't simply a tweaked version of a standard BMW engine. It's a bespoke M-division power unit, built with performance as its absolute priority. The raw numbers are frankly staggering. We're looking at a power output that comfortably exceeds 600 horsepower, with some reports suggesting figures closer to 650 horsepower in its most aggressive tune. Torque is equally immense, a colossal wave of pulling power available from very low down in the rev range, making the M7 feel effortlessly mighty in any situation. This engine is designed to deliver its power in a way that is both thrilling and accessible. The twin-scroll turbochargers are nestled within the V of the cylinder banks, a design known as a hot V. This layout has several key advantages. It makes the engine more compact and allows for much shorter exhaust paths between the cylinders and the turbines. The result is a dramatic reduction in turbo lag, giving the M7 an incredibly sharp throttle response that feels more like a large, naturally aspirated engine than a modern turbo powerhouse. When you press the accelerator, the reaction is instant. A seamless surge of acceleration that pins you back in your seat with unrelenting force. The specific displacement of 4,395 cubic centimeters is a classic BMW V8 size, but the technology within is cutting edge. It features high-precision direct injection, which delivers fuel into the combustion chambers at immense pressure for optimal efficiency and power. This is combined with Valvetronic fully variable valve timing and double Vanos variable camshaft timing. This complex-sounding tech simply means the engine can constantly adjust its own breathing to suit the driver's demands. At low speeds it can be smooth, quiet, and surprisingly efficient. But when you demand its full potential, it transforms, breathing deeply to unleash its maximum fury. What truly sets the S68 apart is its M-specific DNA. It boasts a reinforced crankshaft, stronger pistons, and an upgraded oil supply system designed to handle the extreme G-forces the M7 can generate on a track. The cooling system is also a work of art, with multiple radiators and coolers to ensure the engine maintains its optimal temperature even under the most punishing conditions. This isn't just an engine for short bursts of speed, it's a durable, robust power plant built to be used hard, day in and day out. It's a proper M engine, through and through, delivering both brute force and sophisticated engineering in one incredible package. The performance figures of the BMW M7 are truly mind-bending for a large luxury saloon. The sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour is dispatched in a time that borders on ludicrous, somewhere in the low 3-second range. This is territory previously reserved for lightweight, two-seater supercars, not for a palatial four-door vehicle weighing over 2 tons. The acceleration doesn't just stop there, it continues with ferocious intensity well into triple-digit speeds. The M7 is a car that will make a mockery of almost any straight piece of road, its immense power reserves making overtaking maneuvers feel utterly trivial. It's a level of performance that has to be experienced to be believed, a relentless shove that feels like it could go on forever. But the M7's performance is about more than just straight-line speed. It's about the character and delivery of that power. The S68 engine has been tuned to provide a soundtrack that is pure M-Division theater. At low revs it emits a deep, menacing burble, a hint of the power lurking within. As you climb the rev range, this burble transforms into a hard-edged, motorsport-inspired roar that fills the cabin with an exhilarating noise. The M Sport exhaust system features active valves that open up in the sportier driving modes, unleashing the full, unfiltered voice of the V8. It's a sound that is both sophisticated and savage, a perfect accompaniment to the car's dual personality. This incredible performance is made usable and manageable thanks to the MX Drive all-wheel drive system. This is not a standard all-wheel drive system, it's a rear-bias setup designed to preserve the classic rear-wheel drive feel that is a hallmark of M cars. In normal driving, it sends most of the power to the rear wheels, giving the M7 the agile and engaging handling you'd expect. However, when the system detects any loss of traction, it can instantly and seamlessly send power to the front wheels to maximize grip. This gives the driver the best of both worlds, the playful character of a rear-drive car with the all-weather security and mind-boggling traction of an all-wheel drive system. Furthermore, the MX Drive system offers several modes, including a four-wheel drive sport setting that sends even more power to the rear for a more dynamic feel. For the truly brave, it is even possible to switch to a pure two-wheel drive mode, decoupling the front axle entirely, and turning the M7 into a proper old-school rear-wheel drive monster. This level of configurability is what makes the M7 so special. It can be a safe and stable high-speed cruiser one moment, and a wild, tire-smoking drift machine the next. It's this breadth of capability, this ability to be whatever the driver wants it to be, that elevates its performance from merely fast to truly extraordinary. The distinction between a standard BMW engine and a true M-Division engine is about more than just a power increase. It's a complete philosophical difference in design and construction. The S68 in the M7 is a prime example of this, engineered from the ground up for the rigors of high-performance driving. One of the key elements is the cross-bank exhaust manifold. This intricate piece of plumbing connects cylinders from opposite banks of the V8, ensuring a constant, uniform flow of exhaust gas to the turbochargers. This optimizes the pressure waves, resulting in a quicker and more linear response from the turbos and a broader, flatter torque curve. It's a complex solution, but it's essential for delivering that signature M power delivery. The oiling system is another area where the M engineers have worked their magic. In a standard car, hard cornering, braking, or acceleration can cause the oil in the sump to slosh around, potentially starving the oil pump and causing catastrophic engine damage. The M7's S68 engine features a motorsport-derived oil supply system with a sophisticated sump and an additional suction stage. This ensures that the engine is always supplied with a consistent flow of oil, no matter how extreme the G-forces become. This is the kind of detail that allows an M car to be driven reliably on a racetrack, a feat that would quickly destroy a lesser engine. Cooling is paramount in a high-output engine like this, and the M7's cooling system is a monumental piece of engineering. It's not just a single radiator, it's a complex network of circuits for the engine coolant, charge air, and engine oil. The main high-temperature circuit is supplemented by a low-temperature circuit that cools the intercoolers, ensuring the air being forced into the engine is as cool and dense as possible. There are additional radiators located in the wheel arches and a dedicated transmission oil cooler. This over-engineered approach guarantees that the M7 can sustain its peak performance for extended periods, lap after lap, without overheating or losing power. Finally, the engine's electronics and software are pure M. The engine control unit is tuned for maximum response and power. The drive logic, which controls everything from throttle mapping to wastegate control, is unique to the M7. This allows the driver to completely transform the engine's character via the M mode buttons. You can choose a soft, gentle throttle for cruising and road mode, a sharper response in sport mode, or an incredibly aggressive hair trigger response in track mode. It is this combination of robust hardware and intelligent software that elevates the S68 from a powerful V8 into a true fire-breathing M engine. An engine as mighty as the M7's S68 V8 needs a transmission that is equally capable. BMW has once again turned to their trusted partner ZF for their 8-speed automatic gearbox, but, you know, this is no ordinary slush box. This is the M-Steptronic transmission, a heavily revised and strengthened version specifically calibrated by the M division for high-performance duty. Its primary job is to handle the colossal torque produced by the engine without faltering, and it does so with incredible strength and reliability. The internal components, including the torque converter and clutch packs, have been beefed up to ensure they can withstand the repeated stress of full-bore launches and aggressive driving. The magic of this transmission really lies in its software and control unit. The Drivalogic system, accessible via a button on the gear selector, allows the driver to adjust the character of the gear shifts. There are 3 distinct settings. In the most comfortable setting, the shifts are almost imperceptible, slurring from one gear to the next with the kind of smoothness you'd expect from a luxury limousine. It's perfect for relaxed cruising or navigating city traffic. This setting prioritizes comfort above all else, ensuring the M7 can play the part of a serene cruiser just as well as its non-M siblings, making it a truly versatile vehicle for daily use. Engage the second Drivalogic setting, and the transmission's personality begins to change. The shifts become quicker, more noticeable, and more decisive. The gearbox holds onto gears for longer, keeping the engine in the heart of its power band, ready to respond instantly to any throttle input. This is the ideal setting for spirited B-road driving, providing a perfect balance between comfort and sportiness. When you use the steering wheel mounted paddles in this mode, the shifts are delivered with a satisfying speed that makes you feel deeply connected to the car's powertrain, enhancing the overall driving pleasure without being overly harsh or jarring for passengers. The third and most aggressive setting transforms the M-Steptronic into a full-on performance gearbox. In this mode, the shifts are brutally fast and ferociously direct, delivered with a palpable kick that adds to the drama and excitement of driving at the limit. The upshifts are lightning quick to minimize any interruption in acceleration, while the downshifts are accompanied by a perfectly timed throttle blip to keep the car stable on corner entry. This is the setting for the racetrack where every fraction of a second counts. The intelligence of the gearbox is also on full display here. It can use navigation data to anticipate corners and select the correct gear in advance, ensuring you are always in the optimal gear for maximum attack. Stepping inside the BMW M7 is an experience that immediately floods the senses. It's a masterful blend of 2 seemingly opposing worlds, the opulent, tech-forward luxury of a flagship saloon and the focused, driver-centric environment of a high-performance M car. The fundamental architecture is shared with the standard 7 Series, which means you get that same incredible sense of space, light, and airiness. The materials used are, without exception, of the highest quality. Supple, full-grain merino leather swathes the seats, dashboard, and door panels, with its rich texture and scent creating an immediate impression of bespoke craftsmanship. Every surface you touch feels substantial and expensive. However, the M division has carefully layered its own unique identity onto this luxurious base. Carbon fiber trim, a signature material of M cars, replaces the traditional wood veneers. It's not just a thin applique, it's a beautifully woven high-gloss trim that flows across the dashboard and center console, instantly signaling the car's performance intent. The steering wheel is another M-specific item. It's thicker rimmed than the standard wheel, with a more ergonomic design and prominent red M1 and M2 buttons that allow the driver to instantly recall their preferred performance settings. These small but significant details change the entire feel of the cabin, shifting the focus from passive luxury to active engagement. Comfort has not been sacrificed in the pursuit of sportiness. The M multifunction seats are a work of art, offering a huge range of adjustment, along with heating, ventilation, and a multitude of massage functions. They provide exceptional long-distance comfort, but they also feature more aggressive side bolsters to hold you securely in place during high-speed cornering. It's this dual-purpose design that defines the M7's interior. Even in the rear, passengers are treated to a first-class experience with ample legroom and optional features like the 31-inch theater screen that descends from the ceiling, turning the back of the M7 into a private cinema on wheels. The overall philosophy is one of no compromise. BMW has refused to accept that a sporty interior must be Spartan or that a luxurious interior must be soft and uninspiring. The M7 proves that you can have it all. You can have the ambient lighting with its thousands of color combinations, the Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound system with its crystal-clear audio, and the vast panoramic glass roof. But you can also have the focused driving position, the tactile controls, and the subtle but ever-present reminders that you are in command of one of the most powerful saloons on the planet. It's a space that is both a serene sanctuary and a thrilling command center. The cockpit of the BMW M7 is dominated by the stunning curved display. This single sweeping piece of glass houses both the 12.3-inch instrument cluster and the 14.9-inch central infotainment screen. It's a beautiful piece of technology that floats elegantly on the dashboard, creating a clean and futuristic aesthetic. For the M7, the graphics have been given a unique M-specific design. In the sportier modes, the digital dials transform, prioritizing a large central tachometer, gear indicator, and speedometer. This M-View display strips away extraneous information, allowing the driver to focus solely on the critical data needed for high-performance driving. It's a perfect example of how technology can be used to enhance the driving experience rather than distract from it. Interaction with the vehicle's systems is handled by the latest generation of BMW's iDrive 8.5. This system is faster, more intuitive, and more customizable than ever before. While it can be controlled via the large touchscreen, BMW has wisely retained the physical iDrive rotary controller on the center console. This is a crucial feature for a performance car, as it allows the driver to navigate menus and make adjustments without taking their eyes off the road or fumbling with a screen during spirited driving. The system also features an advanced voice assistant that can control almost every function of the car, from adjusting the climate control to setting a navigation destination, all with simple, natural language commands. The M7 is packed with technology designed to make the driver's life easier and the driving experience more immersive. The full-color head-up display projects vital information, including speed, navigation instructions, and rev counter, directly onto the windscreen in the driver's line of sight. It also features an M-specific view, which further sharpens the focus on performance data. The car is also equipped with BMW's most advanced driver assistance systems, including an adaptive cruise control system with stop-and-go functionality, and a lane-keeping assistant that can provide steering support. This technology allows the M7 to take the strain out of long motorway journeys, making it an incredible grand tourer. Ultimately, the M7's cockpit is a space that perfectly balances cutting-edge technology with driver-focused ergonomics. The physical buttons for key functions, like the M-mode selectors and the exhaust system control, are all placed within easy reach on the center console. The M1 and M2 buttons on the steering wheel are a stroke of genius, allowing the driver to configure their perfect blend of engine, transmission, suspension, and steering settings, and then access them instantly with a single press. This level of control and customization empowers the driver, making them feel like an integral part of the machine. It's a cockpit designed not just for driving but for mastering performance. The BMW M7 does not enter an empty arena, it steps into a battlefield occupied by some truly formidable opponents. Its most direct and long-standing rival is the Mercedes-AMG S63e Performance. The AMG takes a different approach, pairing its own twin-turbo V8 with a powerful electric motor to create a plug-in hybrid powerhouse with even more headline-grabbing power figures. This gives the S63 incredible straight-line thrust and the ability to drive silently on electric power for short distances. However, this complexity also adds significant weight, and some might argue that the hybrid system dilutes the purity of the driving experience. The M7, with its more traditional petrol-only powertrain, offers a more direct and analog-feeling connection between driver and machine. Another key competitor is the Audi S8. The S8 has always been the subtly sophisticated choice in this class, the thinking person's super saloon. It offers immense performance from its own twin-turbo V8, wrapped in a handsome but understated design. The Audi's trump card is its standard predictive active suspension, which provides an uncanny blend of ride comfort and body control, and its legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system offers superb all-weather traction. Where the M7 pulls ahead is in its outright driver engagement and customization. The Audi is incredibly fast and capable, but the M7, with its rear-biased X-Drive and dedicated two-wheel drive mode, offers a higher ceiling of entertainment for the enthusiastic driver who wants to feel more involved in the action. We also cannot ignore the Porsche Panamera Turbo S. The Panamera has long been the benchmark for handling in the large performance saloon category. It drives with the agility and precision of a car half its size, offering feedback and communication that is second to none. It feels more like a four-door 911 than a stretched limousine. The trade-off, for some, is a slightly less spacious and less opulent rear cabin compared to the palatial M7. The M7 counters the Porsche's dynamic prowess by offering a superior level of luxury, comfort, and cutting-edge interior technology, making it the more complete all-rounder for those who value passenger experience as much as driver thrills. Ultimately, the choice between these titans comes down to personal preference and priorities. The Mercedes-AMG S63 is the tech-heavy hybrid powerhouse. The Audi S8 is the master of understated speed and sophistication. The Porsche Panamera Turbo S is the ultimate driver's tool in this segment. The BMW M7 carves its own unique niche by offering what is arguably the best balance of all these attributes. It has the luxury and technology to rival the S-Class, the handling and engagement to challenge the Panamera, and a level of aggression and character that is uniquely M. It doesn't try to be the best at just one thing, it aims to be exceptional at everything. The BMW M7 is far more than just another fast saloon. It is the car that many enthusiasts believed would never exist, a vehicle that successfully resolves the paradox of extreme performance and ultimate luxury. It represents the absolute pinnacle of what BMW is capable of, a rolling showcase of the brand's engineering might, technological innovation, and unwavering commitment to the joy of driving. It takes the best attributes of the flagship 7 Series, its comfort, its space, its cutting-edge technology, and infuses them with the raw, untamed soul of the M division. The result is a car of incredible breadth and capability, a machine that is truly without compromise. The heart of its appeal lies in its magnificent S68 V8 engine and the brilliant M Steptronic transmission. This powertrain delivers performance that is simply astonishing, propelling this large saloon with the ferocity of a dedicated supercar. Yet, it's the character of this performance that truly captivates. It can be docile and refined when you want it to be, but with a press of a button, it transforms into a snarling, roaring monster that delivers an adrenaline rush like few other cars on the road. This duality is the M7's greatest strength, allowing it to be both a serene executive shuttle and a formidable track weapon. Inside, the M7 continues this theme of beautifully balanced duality. The cabin is a sanctuary of modern luxury, swathed in the finest materials and equipped with technology that dazzles and delights. From the magnificent curved display to the incredible theater screen in the rear, it is a space designed to cosset and impress. Yet the M-specific details, the carbon fiber trim, the perfectly sculpted steering wheel, the driver-focused controls, are constant reminders that this is a place built for serious driving. It's a cabin that is equally suited to being driven in or to driving yourself, a rare and compelling combination. In a world that is rapidly moving towards electrification, the BMW M7 stands as a towering celebration of the internal combustion engine at its very best. It is a statement piece, a grand finale for a certain kind of unapologetic V8-powered performance. It answers the question of what happens when you remove all limits and allow the engineers at M Division to create their ultimate expression of a luxury performance saloon. The answer is a car that is immensely powerful, incredibly luxurious, technologically advanced, and profoundly engaging to drive. For those who demand the absolute best of all worlds, the mythical M7 has finally arrived, and it is every bit as epic as we had hoped.